The Cuban Missile Crisis was a critical confrontation between the United States, the Soviet Union, and Cuba in October 1962, during the Cold War. The crisis emerged when the United States discovered that the Soviet Union was secretly deploying nuclear missiles in Cuba, just 90 miles off the coast of Florida. This event marked the closest the world had ever come to a full-scale nuclear war. The crisis had its roots in the ongoing Cold War rivalry between the United States and the Soviet Union. In 1959, Fidel Castro's Communist Revolution took control of Cuba, causing concern in the United States due to its proximity to American soil. Over time, tensions between the two nations escalated, leading to the failed US-backed Bay of Pigs invasion in 1961, aimed at overthrowing Castro's regime. In the summer of 1962, the Soviet Union, under Premier Nikita Khrushchev, decided to deploy nuclear missiles in Cuba as a deterrent against potential U.S. aggression. The Soviets believed that such a move would balance the strategic power equation between the two superpowers. The deployment of missiles in Cuba also served as a response to the presence of U.S. Jupiter missiles in Turkey, near the Soviet Union. In early October 1962, U.S. reconnaissance flights discovered evidence of Soviet missile sites under construction in Cuba. President John F. Kennedy was informed of the situation and faced a significant foreign policy challenge. He understood that the presence of Soviet nuclear weapons so close to American shores was unacceptable and posed a direct threat to national security. Kennedy and his advisors debated various courses of action, including a military strike to destroy the missile sites. After intense deliberations, Kennedy chose to impose a naval blockade, or a quarantine, around Cuba to prevent further Soviet shipments of weapons. He announced this decision to the American public on October 22, 1962, declaring that any missile launched from Cuba would be regarded as an attack on the United States, triggering a full-scale response. The world watched with bated breath as tensions escalated. Both superpowers were on the brink of a nuclear war that could have catastrophic consequences. Diplomatic negotiations took place behind the scenes, with Kennedy and Khrushchev exchanging letters and seeking a peaceful resolution. After a tense two-week standoff, a deal was reached. On October 28, 1962, Khrushchev announced that the Soviet Union would dismantle its missile sites in Cuba in exchange for a U.S. pledge not to invade the island and a secret agreement to remove U.S. Jupiter missiles from Turkey. The Cuban Missile Crisis marked a turning point in the Cold War. It highlighted the dangers of nuclear brinkmanship and the devastating potential of the arms race. The crisis led to increased diplomatic efforts to ease tensions between the United States and the Soviet Union, culminating in the signing of the Partial Nuclear Test Ban Treaty in 1963. Overall, the Cuban Missile Crisis was a pivotal event that brought the world to the brink of nuclear catastrophe but ultimately resulted in a peaceful resolution. It underscored the need for improved communication and dialogue between superpowers and served as a reminder of the importance of nuclear nonproliferation and arms control efforts.
Thank you for watching this concise summary of the history of the Cuban Missile Crisis. We hope you found it informative and insightful. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, we encourage you to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more engaging content like this. Stay tuned for future videos on significant historical events and fascinating topics. Your support is greatly appreciated.